Well, if you live up in the high country, you've been driving in the snow for a week or so, and if you live down here, well, you experienced it yesterday. Soon, more of that snow is going to be sticking to Denver roads. So this morning, we're here with our Monday morning mechanic, David Rogers, talking more about snow tires, and he brought some examples with him, some of the things you're going to need on the roads.
Hey, Natalie.
Hi,
it's a pleasure to be
David.
here.
Good to see you.
Hey, you too. You know, we've often thought that studded snow tires were the best way to go.
Yeah.
And lots of new technologies allowed us to have something a little safer and a little less damaging to
All right,
the
well,
roads.
let's go through
You
then
bet.
what
I'll
the
slide
options
around.
are. And you're showing us a really bad one to begin
here's
with,
a
right?
tire that you'd be surprised how many of you might have
people
something
really
like this in
driving
your
on
car.
these
Oh my
without
goodness.
knowing?
Yes, they are. Natalie, they're all over the road. You know, I noticed mine yesterday. I slid, and I found that they were lower tread than I thought.
Wow.
So I'm going to be doing a
Okay,
tire
so how do
slid.
you know when you're in trouble? This one looks pretty bald
You
here.
can
but how
really
do you
tell.
know?
You see these little bars right here? There's a little kind of a knob in between the tire tread. And these are called wear bars. And when the tread starts to wear down and these become visible,
That's when
you
you
know
know
you're
you're
in
in
trouble.
trouble.
And if
Okay.
they're even with the tread, you're in bad
Look for
trouble.
that. Okay, moving
Here's our
on.
studded tire. This is you can see the big knobby aggressive tread. This is going to work really good in mud and snow. They've added the studs for ice, give you pretty good control stopping and starting.
Does that make a big difference?
It makes a huge difference. It's really the difference between whether or not a pickup truck or something that's light in the back can stop or start on ice.
Is this a tire that you would use year-round, though, or do you just put it on here
Great
in the winter?
question. The people that leave them on year-round, not only do they have to replace them the next season, but they tear up the roads, and they also will tear up their tire
So
treads.
take it off in the summer and then just put that
Absolutely.
same tire, save it, and put it back
As soon
on?
as you stop seeing ice.
Okay,
Time to
great.
get that
Okay,
off
what
there.
else do you have
This
with it?
next one here is called a Weathermaster, and this was the next generation of snow and ice tires. You can see lots of little treads. It grabs the snow and ice real good. It's a pretty soft
It
rubber.
don't hurt, though. I mean, it's not
And-
like spikes or anything.
No, it's not. And you see the little tiny lines they cut? That actually causes suction. It's called siping, and it works really good to cause suction to the ice or to wet surfaces. So it's a great
Okay.
technology.
All right, and this one?
Next, we have here what's probably the most famous ice tire. It's called a Blizzak. And this one's a real soft, gummy tire. Lots of that siping, lots of suction, good tread and traction. For many years, it was the best choice.
Are we going up in price here, by the way, as we go, or are they all about the same?
Actually, this and this and this, probably pretty close. You might be a little less expensive on the Weathermaster, but
Okay.
the last tire I'm going to show you is not that expensive.
This is the newest?
Yes, this is the best
latest and
technology.
greatest?
It's the greatest. It's
biggest
made by
one you've got
Michelin.
here, yeah.
It is, and it's called the Ice X or X Ice. And basically, this tire is tested every bit as good as a studded tire on ice, and every bit as good as anything else on snow and wet surfaces. The big issue is you must take them off the car, or they will just melt off the car as soon as the
Really?
snow and ice are gone, because it's such
Just
soft
put them on
rubber.
for the winter. What are you going to pay if you're replacing all 4 tires or something like
You
that?
know, a tire like this, about $80, $90 a piece.
Yeah, for your safety.
So less than $400
Yeah.
to save your life. You know,
You
all
just
said
take
and
them off
done.
for the summer.
Absolutely.
Oh, David, great.
Old
And then
stuff.
quickly, a couple of other things
You know,
have to change.
we used to use chains. What a mess on the side of the road. I mean, you can see by looking at these.
Yeah.
Here's something that's almost as good as a chain and really simple. You lay it down in front of the tire and just drive over it. It's called cables, and
Yeah.
they're really easy to use. Anybody can do it on the side of the road. You don't have to be a mechanic.
Does it make a big difference?
Huge difference. If you're up in the pass or the snow, that's for sure a way to go. Last thing I want to say, check your tire pressures. Weren't
Okay,
you
be
telling
sure.
me?
Yeah, my light keeps coming on and off, and that's the cold and the warm.
It is.
Yeah.
As the temperatures go up and down, you can lose 5 pounds per tire.
Be sure that your pressure is
You
good.
don't have
And then
good
you wanted to
traction.
mention really quick not to
Yeah,
spray
and,
your tires.
You know, I can't really say the brand, so I'll cover part of it, but don't put this stuff on
Does
your
it
tires.
really hurt?
It does. It makes them shiny, and it's
Yeah.
pretty for a few minutes,
Yeah.
but it dries out the rubber, and then they crack, and then they
David,
die.
thanks for the information.
My
Good
pleasure.
stuff today. We need it today,
for
don't
having
we?
me today,
Yeah.
Natalie.
Okay, more information on